Hi, everyone. Okay, so today and last night I had such a profound experience. I wanted to share it with you guys. So where do I start? For the last couple of months, it's just been so rough for me. Releasing a lot of my past, Earth pasts, wasn't even alien. And these past lives were so painful. I was feeling all the emotions, almost as if I was reliving them again. So it was really rough. I was in a very dark place. And I kind of distanced myself from everyone. That's just how I deal. That's how I deal with issues. I deal with it on my own. So I just told friends and family, like, I'm going to need some time, like, away from them. And so I did that. I was dealing with past lives. I was so dark, like I wanted to check out. Like I was begging my guides and God and Yeshua, anyone that was listening, to just please get me out of this life. It was bad. It was bad. So to make a long story short, I I just started avoiding just dealing with all these emotions. So I wasn't really myself. I started just watching TV and just trying to check out of this world. Like, that's all I wanted. It was too much for me. So last night, I was in bed and I was watching maybe like some documentaries on YouTube, and Yeshua came to me with a clear voice and he said, I need you to meditate. We need to connect. So I was like, I was trying to avoid it. So I basically just kept watching my documentary. So I finished one and then I started another one. I was avoiding it. And then he came and just put, like, I felt this pressure in my chest. I was like, and he was like, okay, you need to go into your meditation. So I did. I was like, fine, you got my attention. I go into my meditation and he comes to me in such a clear way. Like, I've seen Yeshua before, when he comes to me, but this time it was so clear, like I can touch him. He was clear. There was no mistake. It was him. And he was telling me, now I don't remember word for word what he said, but basically this is the gist of it. He was saying, like, you've helped so many people here. Why would you want to check out of this life? This life for you is supposed to make up for all of the past that I've apparently sacrificed myself for so much. Sorry, my cats are acting up. So, like, that's basically what I was releasing, all of that past that I've sacrificed, that I've felt all these crazy emotions. And so he was telling me, you kind of have to go into darkness and feel a lot of pain in order for you to reap your rewards, get your gifts, go into your purpose. It just doesn't happen easily. You have to go through all this pain. And so, like, you're almost at the end of it. Why would you want to check out? He was healing my heart at the same time. But basically, that was the gist of his message last night. And then he told me, and I also had, like, going through all this depression, disconnected from Gaia. I used to go all the time and meditate outside. I live right near Lake Michigan, the beach. And so that also had stopped. I was just like trying to meditate at home, never leaving the house unless I have to go to work or run errands. So he told me, like, please go to nature tomorrow and meditate. And so that was that. I go to sleep and I wake up and I do what he asked. I go to the beach this morning and I'm meditating, and Gaia came to me in such a beautiful way. I've felt her energy, but I've never, like, seen her manifest in front of me. I imagine she can come to anyone as anything. But I saw her so crystal clear. Like, First of all, it's getting a little chilly out here in Chicago, so not a lot of people are at the beach. So that's kind of why I like this time of year to go out there. When there's too many people, I can't focus. So there was maybe like one or two other couples like a few hundred yards away from me. And so I'm meditating. She comes to me so clear. I wish, I'm not a great artist, but the way that I saw her, I wish I could draw so half the stuff I see. But she was like a female, beautiful female tree being. And then in her trunk, I see like all the wonders of the earth. I see oceans, I see deserts, I see rainforests, I see animals, snow, you name it. It's like all her, beautiful female, statuesque kind of looking being. And she comes to me and I used to go to Gaia for healing a lot. So she said, you know, come to me anytime. I'll take your negativity, I'll recycle it and turn it into a positive energy and give it to you. And that's what she was doing. She was healing me and she was healing me. And as she was healing me, she was giving me these beautiful messages. She was telling me, you know, and I know you guys have all heard this before, where they say when you heal yourself and your heart, you're healing, you know, everyone, the world. But she actually showed it to me. And the way that she did it was in such a beautiful way. Like sometimes we just need to visualize it and we need to see it. And then like it's in here, you'll believe it. And so I'm meditating and I'm by myself. And then suddenly I see this guy, he comes next to me. He's very, very out of it. He was either drunk, high, probably both. Very like dark energy around him. I feel it. And he sits like maybe a few feet away from me, and he's, you know, continuing to drink, slurring his word. I don't know who he was talking to. Very like distracting and disturbing energy. So I was annoyed by it. I'm human, I'll admit it. I was so annoyed. I was like, great, you know, now I need to like share this space with him. So I asked, you know, for the angels to put me in their bubble of light so that I don't have to feel or absorb his energy. And so I'm, as usual, I'm visualizing this light bubble around me, and then I turn around and look at him. He also has one around him. So I was like, wow, I don't know, did I do that? And Gaia said, of course you did. You know, when you ask for healing or protection for yourself, you're also doing it for others. But I'm confused, like, I'm protecting myself from him. I didn't understand. So she tells me, she says, you know, what you see on the surface, when you see someone like that, or even the darkness that I went through, it's really not who we are. It's either, you know, past life stuff, or maybe even like dark energy beings, you know, messing with you. It's influenced. So I realized I judged him right away. You know, maybe he needs help and he needs healing too. And then as I was thinking that, I see myself sending him energy and healing, sending him healing energy. And I can see that it's helping him a little bit because, you know, he's sitting up straight. He's not slouched or slurring anymore. And I was like, wow, we are just so connected. I had no idea how we are just sending energy. Like we hear it, but I just never visualized it before. And then she shows me another example, and this person is not near me. She's remote. She manifests in front of me, and I could see this person crying. I was like, wow, I didn't know that she needed, you know, help or energy. I see myself, you know, sending her heart love and energy. And I'm amazed because it just made me realize, like, when we go into our dark place, we sort of make it all about ourselves. At least I did. My only concern was healing myself. I didn't realize how much, you know, I was doing for others. And that's what Yeshua was talking about. Look at how much you're helping others. You're sending out energy to them. We're just not aware. And at that moment, I just realized how truly connected we are. We really are. We are such a collective. We're individuals. We have our own personalities, our own issues, but we are truly connected. I felt it. I felt the connection, and I felt myself coming out of my darkness. I felt the love again for humanity. And, you know, the one main thing I got out of this was not to judge yourself or others. Like, I had to allow myself to go into such dark places so I can release them. And another thing I learned is when you go into these dark places, you're taking your guides and your angels and everyone with you. You're not alone. They're there to help you, to heal you, to make sure you get the experience, and then you move on from it. You get out of it. And that's exactly what I experienced. Even when I was in my darkness, I would talk to my guides and just to make sure that, you know, they're around me to help me. And they were there. There were times where I didn't feel them, and that was probably because I didn't allow it. I was, you know, in such a dark place. I couldn't hear them. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I knew they were there. And so, like, I've gone through it. I've like went off on them. I've been in arguments with them. Now that I look back on it, I realized I was loved all along. You know, they were there for me. We choose these experiences. And so when I see someone being negative, I want to judge them like, you know, how could you? You know, you could choose to be positive. But you know what? I saw it with myself. I let myself go into darkness. So when I judge myself, I'm also judging others. And these are just experiences. I chose this experience for myself so I can release what I need to release, so I can finally go into my purpose and do whatever it is I'm supposed to do here. You know, now it's clear to me what I need to do. It was just such a beautiful and profound experience. I just wanted to share it with all of you, and I hope, you know, if this can help anyone in any way, I hope it does. And I just want to let everyone know there really is light at the end of the tunnel. You know, allow yourself to feel the darkness. It's okay. Don't judge yourself or anybody else for wherever they are in their journey. It's just an experience. It does not define you. It helps you grow on the soul level, but it does not define you. It's not who you are. That's what I learned from it. I really do appreciate this journey and this lesson. It was such a beautiful, profound lesson, and I was guided to it in such a beautiful way. I have major gratitude for Gaia, for God, for Jesus, for everyone around me that's helping me with this journey. I just felt immense gratitude. And also for humanity. We just don't realize how we're helping each other, but we really are. Anyway, I'm babbling. This is all I wanted to share with you guys. I love you all so much. I will see you on the next video. So blessings, everyone. I'll see you next time.